provide cheap and reliable coins and you support my channel, then please use the link in the description and go to FIFACoinZone.com. You can buy a million coins for only £6. And if you want to buy the cheapest gains and codes, then the link to G2Haters Farm is also in the description down below. Hey guys, welcome to the special Road to Glory series episode. As you all know, this Tuesday the FIFA 16 demo will come out, and that is when I will quit playing FIFA 15, and that is when I realized I'm never gonna finish this Road to Glory series. I was only in Division 7. This was the match which we were supposed to do after the last episode, but this episode is gonna be special set because I'm gonna do all the way from Division 7 until Division 2 in only one episode. I'm only gonna show you the great goals and the great matches, so therefore we can do 5 seasons in only one episode, but that means that we're gonna see some great goals, like this goal right here with Ronaldo, with Costa 4-0 in this match. The Twitter fixture to body paint electrical combination. That is how we won the Division 7 title. So let's get on to the interesting matches and the great goals of Division 6 now. This got match only 1-1 after 14 minutes. Do a great skill combination with Bale and then a great through pass onto Benzema. And then this happens. Some of you I know may call something like this scripting. I just call it randomness of the game. Bullshit does happen to everyone. And we score a great lone shot goal in that same match with Bale after a nice free kick variation. And that's how we, in the end, we won that game with 5-2 anyway. But let's get on to the next match in Division 6 now against Chelsea. Also a great squad. Some people think Chelsea is the best team. I think Madrid is the better team to pick. It's just your own opinion. It's always a hard team to play against, especially the defense is very hard. But look at the skill combination there with Ronaldo. A little bit later in the match, we do the phase of dribbling, just like in the tutorial. We go left, then we go right, and we use the ball roll to get a better angle there. Great goal by Benzema. Another time, corner kick, use phase of dribbling, body feints, and the ball roll. I think it was a PK. We do not get it though. Because they to Modric, let's protect the ball. Oh, great combination there. Ball roll to drag back combination. Do a fake shot on top of that. That was just too quick for the opponent. And we get a great goal because of that. Great goal by Modric. Let's get on to the next interesting match in Division 6. As you can see, we're 2-1 up against Barcelona. We do the purple spin here with Ronaldo, and that's a great finish actually with the sliding shot. I'm not sure how we could score that in real life, but at FIFA 15 the sliding shot seemed a little bit overpowered, and we got to 3-1 because of that. Nice combination play, very nice passing play in my opinion. We get the ball to Ronaldo, and the funny thing about this goal was actually this. That's why I showed it, the combination in the final stage. Frankly, I messed up with that initial pass onto Bale, but a nice combination after that fixed that, and we got a great goal because of that in the end. Anyways, the next interesting match against Chelsea, we get a free kick to use the first free kick method. We scored that 40-0 with Ronaldo, but now on to the second half, we do an interception after a very bad pass. We get way too much time, and again we score a great long shot with James Rodriguez. Because we do not get pressured, we get way too much time on the ball, and that enables us to shoot a great long shot over there. Marcelo passes that into the box, we do some nice pass play. Eventually the ball gets to Ronaldo after the back heel fake shot. We drag back to Stuka, combination, great goal by Ronaldo. Let's look at that again in the replay. The back heel with Benzema, the fake shot, ball roll, drag back and then the Stuka combination. Nice goal there by Ronaldo. And now against FC Bayern, I selected these clips because of the first touch heel-to-heel play, which also with the skill move obviously, which you can do first touch just like the first touch body paint like in last tutorial. You can also do a lot of other skill moves as the first touch method, and this time we did that with the heel-to-heel play. And we actually win that 3-0. Why am I showing you this clip? Because that actually was the last match of Division 6. That's how we got the Division 6 title. So we are now already in Division 5. Nice play. He scooped into Berber spin. Great goal there with Ronaldo against Real Madrid. Real Madrid versus Real Madrid. I think it is the best team. Other people think it's Chelsea. Also a lot of people play with Bayern. Also a great squad. I think the defense and the goalkeeper obviously are better. You've got Robin and Ribery. But personally I just prefer Real Madrid because of one single player, and you can guess that probably that is Ronaldo. I feel on the true ball here. I obviously meant that to go to Benzema, but in the end we were able to correct for that because we get the goal anyway, and we won that match with 6-1. Not really great goals in that match, but I wanted to show you because the result was quite nice. The 6-1 there. Nice drag back and Bale. We crossed it in 44-0. Matched against Chelsea, as you can see. Great defense. They lack a little bit of finesse in the attack, I think. Diego Costa is not my favorite player, but Azar on the other end is much better than Benzema on the wing. Great goal here with Ronaldo. The reverse step over third, and then the ball roll to get a little bit of a better angle and fooling the goalkeeper before finishing. And we won that match. Let's get on to the next match again against Chelsea. And we do some nice passing play. Ball is with Khedira, drag back. Nice through ball into Benzema. First touch finish, and we win that match as well. Now, FC Bayern, great pass play, first at Scoopton, and then we beat the goalkeeper with the ball roll, which I've seen a couple of times already in this episode because I'm showing you the highlights of the highlights only. Great goal by Benzema, and we are already on 39-0-0, 39 wins in a row. That is quite amazing already. Let's get on to the next match again against FC Bayern, one of the best teams on FIFA, and we do great passing play actually, and then switch the play to the other side on Bill. Great cross into Kadira. He should be able to finish that. He does finish that. And now 10 minutes later, the same match, do some nice passing play here. Actually, one of the best combinations we're gonna see in this entire Road to Glory series. Great combination. It did involve a lot of through ball, but nevertheless, I think that was some nice passing play, and to pass it across the goal again for the easy tap in. That was just too quick for the opponent. Sometime later in the match, we're already 1-0 up. We do some nice skill moves here with Ronaldo. Finish it off with the Ronaldo chop to drag back or to body paint combination, I mean, and to finesse that in at the far post, 45-0, and the opponent decides to rage quit to why. And I'm showing you that not because it was the last match apparently. I think this is going to be the last match of this season against Germany. That is not really a great team, I think. We're missing actually, I think Lam is not even in that selection. We scored the 1-0 here. That was the nicest goal of that match. I think I won it with 6-0, but we do get the title there. So we are now in Division 4, and the first clip of Division 4 is a great long shot with Ronaldo. We pass it into Ronaldo, and we get so much time. Let's just take the shot. We beat the goalkeeper, and sometime later in this match, it's already 3-1. And the reason I selected this clip is because of the fake body paint. I think that was a funny clip to show. We do a fake body paint there, and the opponent really thinks we were cutting inside, but we were really only doing a fake body paint. So it's 5-1. Let's get on to the next clip. Nice fake shot with James. Nice combination. We get the 6-1. And in the second half, things are going mad. It's already 7-1. Let's try some chip shots. Played the chips up there with Ronaldo. Not really deep position for a chip shot, but I was walking that slowly, and just like in the tutorial, we score it. So let's try another chip shot. Why not? We score this one, and this one actually is quite amazing in my opinion. Score from that angle, the perfect position for a chip shot. We place it at the far post. No chance for the goalkeeper. Already 9-1, and we actually finish this game off 10-1 with a nice ground cross, and the opponent couldn't take it anymore. He leaves in the 56th minute, and here we see an overview of the results of the last 20 matches. So let's get on to the next match now. Still in Division 4, I believe. Ronaldo gets the ball from Benzema. Great. Double elastico. And then we get through on the wing. We do a step over to ball roll combination. Cross that in. And Bale can't miss a quality cross like that. Really a quality cross from Ronaldo after all those skill moves. And I selected this clip because Varane is actually going to score after a drag tag. And he won that match with 6-2. And the next match against Chelsea, we're already 1-0 up, and as you can see by the stats, it's quite weird that it was only 1-0. But that was the last match, and we got the Division 4 title. That's why I showed the clip. We got the Division 4 title with only a 1-0 win against Chelsea, and I cannot believe that was only 1-0. If you saw the stats over there, some of you I know may call it scripting or something like that happened, but I just think randomness of the game is a better term for it. FIFA is random, football is random. Sometimes bullshit does happen. Okay, we're already in the match from the Division 3. I think we have only 1 or 2 matches from Division 3 selected, and make some nice things happen. We open that to the other side, some nice passing play already. Get it into Bale, and that's a great goal, 43-0. And I believe the opponent rage quit after that clip. Yes, he did rage quit indeed. And that is how we got the Division 3 title. So that means we are in Division 2 now. What do you think of this episode with only the great goals only and the important matches only? But we're in Division 2 now. Let's see how that is going to go in the next episode. This was CT. See you next time.